The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon. How are we doing today? Now, you're going to get to know me. I'm going to get to know you. In other words, we're going to go into details. If you get involved with me in my programs, you're going to get stuck with me all the time. So get used to that. I kind of am a direct. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm going to tell you exactly what it's like and what you need to do. I get people to millionaire and some to billionaire. But again, got this little cough won't go away, so I might have to mute once or twice, okay? Because I've never let somebody down in 49 years. I'm not going to start today. So the ultimate goal employees at the office said, go home, you're sick. All right, the reality is, no, I can't let people down. You see, all I got as a kid is used and abused and a bunch of crap. And I don't want to let you down because everybody let me down. So I want to do the opposite. Now, get a tab and a pen out right now. You're going to need it. I'm going to give you rules and tools. All right, I'd like to change your life if you allow me to. But again, you're busy and you've heard all the blah, blah, blah you ever want to hear. But the reality is today, my blah, blah, blah is pretty good. It's actually rules and tools. It's actually the truth. So there's no pictures and no recording in the beginning here. There might be a page or two I'll say take a picture of. Please be ready for that too. Now me, goals, very simple. I've achieved them all. I got my first $1 million corporate structure by the time I was 14 and a half, 2.6 billion at 26. 2009 it was about 3.7 billion, and then white man do jump. Stupid people say we don't. So I accomplished my goals. I don't listen to silly, stupid people. They just get in the way. I just think they're just a waste of my time. So understand today, I'd like you to get you your goodies. Goodies are simple: $1 million yachts, $1 million mansions, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Yeah, we want it, but can you afford it? Me, I got to the point getting billions, not a problem, because I can afford all the goodies. So today it's very simple. When you turn that tablet and pen, I need you to draw this diagram on the left side. Then I want you to do this one on the right side. See, I believe the problem with most people is they didn't learn how to play the game of business. And I wrote that series 49 years ago, Winning the Game of Business Anyway. So as we do this, let's understand something today. Your banks, for instance, Bank of America, they have their parent company bankrupting locations called branch numbers. Okay, so in other words, they bankrupt the lease that they signed for a 100-year lease, and they took the money in the assets and walked away, wrote off on their taxes. That's what all banks do. So grocery stores and cities. On this side over here, I want you to think about you. You allowed yourself to bring the pain home to you because you believe you only have one SSN, which is true, but then you have the SS4 to learn how to play the game to win. But again, today, I like to cover a lot of things for you as well. So understand, I want you to write down 3 divisions of me. 3 divisions of me means you write it down, which is you, which is me. Got it so far? So let's understand today. Okay, we can look at Walmart, who got in trouble last year. We can look at Sam's Club, Geico, and Cities. And what they do in front of you, I don't think you're paying attention. So we can understand, number one goal here is to stop bringing the pain home. So could you write that down, please? On that tablet and pen, you write down, you just drew that diagram, today's date. And the thing is, stop bringing the pain home. See, what happens with most people when they want to start a business or something, or they have an emergency or lose their job, they do the wrong thing. You see, I believe most of you, if you have shitty credit, sorry, you jacked up your cards, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. You backed yourself and your family in the corner. Or they came after you and your spouse and your house too. I call it silly and dumb. Every credit card, behind a credit card needs a sticky. That's right, a sticky. We have to dummy proof this because no one showed you how to play the game to win. All cards fluctuate. So let's write it down. All cards fluctuate. What does that mean? That means based on the utilization of the card, the score drops, you get stuck, can't get any more. You do have the ability to have more than one file if you do it correctly as a division of me. Well, that's up to you to follow through on that too. Understand, all cards but 2. So if we had an emergency, we lost our job, we don't want to make sure we have these personal cards because these gold and platinum cards do not what? They don't fluctuate. You can charge them up to $1 million, literally, and pay over time limit as long as you maintain the payment. This combination with you would have made sure you never brought your score below 750. If you brought it below 750, it's because your lack of knowledge is bringing the pain home. And what we got to do is teach you and basically show you how to play the game. See, to me, it was always a game as a kid. Becoming a certified CFO. Program your brain into millionaire status. I want you to start looking behind the curtain every time you hear the word no. And somebody telling you can't do this or that. That's all as a mindset. I knew one thing when I was 3 years old, eating out of a trash can, being homeless. I was going to get out of hell and I'd be a corporate millionaire. I knew that at 3. Weird, huh? But I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old as well. I memorized everything she said. She read that book to me. Understand, the blueprint here should be see it, believe it, go get it. That's what I created my blueprint of success when I was 12.5 years old. And I named it see it, believe it, go get it. Because that's what I do every day. It's pretty simple for me. So what I'd like to do is make you a CFO. Now, you might not want a business or a corporation. You just might have some bad credit or something. But you need to be a CFO for your personal life as well. So understand, CFO stands for Chief Financial Officer for your family and your life. What I'd like to do is get you 100,000 of personal credit. You might think that's nuts. Is it better to have more than you need or not enough? The next thing is if you use the 29% rule, understand that 29%, that leaves you 71,000 of safety credit. In case you have an shit day and you have to find what? Bring the pain home. See, that 71,000 is a 1-year salary to maintain a life. Not hard to do. Next, a corporation should have 250,000 to $1 million of credit. You see, the reality for you, this is $10 million here. Would you like to learn to play? And I've got $63 million of this to play with. You see, all the things you learn on TikTok, Google, and YouTube, they teach you a piece. They don't teach you how to get the foundation down, building the credit up, and away, and financing, write it off too. All corporate credit for a corporation is a write-off. So if we did this correctly, we'd want 9 divisions. I'm the guy that turned around and created daisy chain of credit. One card literally can get you 99 more. How many would you like? See, that's the thing you got to think about. How am I going to finance my business? How do I finance the dream when I don't have any money, not winning the lottery, getting a big enough raise? So how do we get out of hell? That's what I had to do. But God showed me the way. Now, auto income. The weird thing nowadays, you look on TikTok, Google, and YouTube, they're doing all the things I wrote books on 40 years ago. Laundromats, dry cleaning, car washes, storage units. I've done that all my life. That's how I created millions and billions. I call it auto income. I want it to be boring and steady. So I like boring and steady. That's just me. So let's understand. If we do this correctly, the next thing is we have to protect our ass. Pets, family, house. See, everybody wants to try and want the American dream, but half the world is freaking lazy. The other half, you have to learn how to go get it. The rules and tools, how to play. Now, I'd like to get you all the things right away for you. Me, I accomplish my goals. It's always a mindset for me. I have no excuses. I don't want to put up with excuses, never have. You know, it's like when I bought my first Lamborghini, I was 14 and a half years old. I bought it from an auction because I like the Lamborghini. But again, I just can prove what I say every step of the way. I like to get you the highest goal you ever had. Maybe it's the Lamborghini or the big building worth $100 million. Maybe it's the mansions and the yachts. Why not? But it's going to take a corporation and division process to do this. So goals, it's kind of like strategy, what you're looking to do. So the perfect year is here now. Can you imagine 2025? We finally got there. 5 goes into 25 5 times, 4 times into 2000 and more. This is the perfect numbers you've ever had in your life in the history of mankind. It's your turn. But again, you're probably 45 to 70 years old and you've been ripped off by friends and family. You heard all this blah, blah, blah. Nobody helped you and held your hand. I'll not only hold your hand, we're going to sing Kumbaya. See, I don't let people down. What I get to do is hold their hand every step of the way. I might have a team behind me to help you, guide you, but every class that I do, it's from me. So let's understand 2025. I want you to understand today, all right, this is the year to run. This is the year to run as fast as you can, okay, and don't look back. In other words, don't keep that bull crap from your past chasing you down the road. We run as fast as we can. We don't look back. And now I need you to say this. All right, I will accomplish my goals. You say that, you write it down, and you stick to that damn guarantee to yourself. See, half of you make these BS resolutions, you don't follow through. This one's life-changing. Got it? So today, if you want to be a corporate millionaire or millionaire status, you got to understand, is it a yes or no? If it's yes, great, stay with me for the next hour. If it's not, come back in 45 minutes, and we're going to go through the process of analyzation. See, you got to decide what you really want to do for you. Okay, I'm going to show you rules and tools and steps. So yes, if not, go away, come back in 45 minutes. Got it? So rags to riches. I got born in a taxi. It kind of sucks. They didn't want me. They threw me away. Okay, no problem. One of the mansions I obtained, the guest house is 5,000 square feet, 3 stories, by the way. All right, we've got 3 pools, one in the big one out here, and one over there. So again, it's the goodies. Would you like some goodies for you? Let me know. So from there, I'd like you to take a picture of this right now, please. I'd like you to understand if you're maxed out on your credit, you're maxed out and you're stuck. What I need you to do is understand today, if you basically take a picture of those things, that supplied credit could turn into cash. That's right. Supplied credit can turn into cash about $51,000. What you have to learn is basically to balance your debt. If you think you're going to rip off your creditor, it's not going to happen. If you think about debt consolidation or bankruptcy, that's just crazy, stupid things to do. Solution. So as we do all these pieces. So I want you to think about supply credit under the corporation, even if you have shitty credit and you're all stuck, 51,000, balance your debt, get past this. Start to run and go get your goodies. If you have a collection item, there's 5 ways to kill the debt. We can teach you how to do that too. You have an IRS problem, it's pretty simple. They have a form for you, irs.gov. It's a 656, a 433A and B. The ultimate goal is to learn how to play the game, but you got to realize something. The IRS is control. They're in charge. You can't rip off the IRS and think you're going to get away with it. That's just not going to happen. Okay? So let's understand we have to tell the truth to ourselves. Don't kid yourself. You're going to have to rebuild yourself some way. So if we look at this very simple, the 25-29% rule, I created that when I was teaching Ken Yarborough at TRW and became a Spearian in 96. So I understand it because I wrote it in Rules and Tools. So if all cards fluctuate, but two, we now know how to play to win, because that's the ultimate goal, is to win to protect your family. That's your ultimate goal. If you do it my way, not only can I get you to a 750, I can teach you to maintain it. TRW was the reports wrong, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They became bicycle parts. Then they went to basically 96, Experian.com. When I drew the first one of these, we called it very simple, good, fair, or hell no. I just wanted people to understand the truth. Rules and tools can get you to rebuild your life the correct way to CFO level. So the goal is to get everybody to CFO, personal or business. Today, I'd like you to call Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and go to Credit Karma. I'd like you to remove your addresses, all of them but the current one, all the employee information, just your employed, and all phone numbers. See, they're connecting the dots by your phone numbers. So I'd like you to do that and make that list starting today, please. I want you to let me help you help yourself. Simple. Planning the problem. Here's what I always watch people do. They get ripped off by a friend and family member. They spend thousands on crap that didn't work because someone tells you what you can do. They don't hold your hand every step of the way, and they let you down. So if we plan the problem, we can get past go. Now I need you to set up an IRS account. I need you to go irs.gov. When you go to irs.gov, it's pretty simple. What you're going to do is set up an account to watch your tax returns. One of the creditors is going to send you a form. Let's write it down. It's a 4506T or 4506C. Write it down. I want you to be prepared for this stuff because it's going to be sent to you. They want to make sure you're not using a CPN, consumer private number, which is for witness protection or government employees. So we're going to focus on chapter 18. Here's your life. This is what I learned when I was just a kid. I'm listening to a silly poker game. I'm 7.5 years old, and I heard a corporation's a legal person. Now it excited me. It's like, what does it really mean? So I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door was a library. Man, what does this mean? She was rude to me. She walked away. 5 minutes later, it's here's a mock of here's a buck. She was ah. Now what I didn't pay attention is what I just circled. It says may sue or be sued. So if you have a corporation, you're being lied to by your CPA and attorneys incorporating service. It's not going to protect you. When they sue the corp, they sue you. So understand, corporation was designed, legal person by the Supreme Court. All right, we got 50 corps, 50 states, cities as well. So what happens is the corporation receives money, doesn't pay tax, so it's profitable. That was its first function. So let's understand what happens next. A corporation is a legal person. It's right there, it's public record. I'm not here to be a CPA and attorney. Now, my first corporation cost me $10. I was 9.5 years old. I sent it away, money order, Secretary of State of California. You can check it out. I'm the founder of the original Helping Hand Industries. All right, from there I did Teach Our Children, became DARE and all kinds of stuff. But I screwed up. When I was 12.5 and I used the word Braille, I didn't realize it was owned by the Braille Institution. So again, I got named in a lawsuit. It proved the point what I just told you about when they sue you because you on the officer's list too. Never bring the pain home. So what is the lie? The lie is very simple. You believe a corporation is going to protect you. I got an LLC. Well, the reality is that kind of sounds stupid when they say, I don't have a corp, I got an LLC. An LLC is a corp. Oh, I got a C corp, I got an S corp. Based on how you do this correctly. So let's understand something today. It's very simple. A corporation is a legal person. I agree on that. But the problem we have is you pierce your own veil. What does that mean? You have a corporation, you buy a company car, but you sign for it under your social security number to guarantee it. Corporation screws up, files bankruptcy, they come after you for the car. So again, when you sign for a building, You sign for a credit card. You pierce your own veil when you have a corporation. That's the way it's designed in the first place. But let's understand something. In 1985 and 86, I created division process. I got it approved by state and federal government. This allows a division of you using an SS4. So file, publish, and the IRS gives you what? See, the SS4 was designed for credit banking purposes. The lack of what? Knowledge makes people do stupid things. I'm sorry, but it's true. So if we look at plan A all the way, I'm one of the few, not one of the many. Plan B is for the losers that settle. Now, I have classes every Friday and Saturday. I have in person or online for 49 years. I'm always 6 days a week. You can get a hold of me, literally. Well, you know, from the office or the phone call, whatever. I don't let people down. That's why I got this cough and this cold, and I'm still going to do this today because I will not let people down. So we'll just have to put up a little coughing today because there's something with me. I feel bad if I'm not helping people. Okay, that's just me. I got to help people. All right. And the way Steve Jobs said, if you're not dead in the hospital, then you should be at work. Well, that's what he said. Even though he said I'm the greatest lateral thinker of in his life. God rest his soul. So I like goodies. You like goodies? Let's go eat some goodies. It's simple. Get to know Ray Reynolds, which is me. And the reality is I'm not going to let you down. I'll hold your hand every step of the way. Get hold of me 6 days a week in person or online and raisecredit.com. Simple. I like simple. The goal is to repackage you as a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. I look at it like Humpty Dumpty. I need to get this out of here. You got it in there. It's all screwed up, and teach you the right way. Okay. I don't know why you didn't reach corporate millionaire by the time you're 14 and a half like I did, but let's get you there. Let's get you to play catch up and not fall down. So the blueprint, every one of you have the opportunity that you and I will be on the phone or a Zoom, and I'll blueprint you. All right, past, present, and future, good, bad, ugly, tax lien, bankruptcy. You ever mess up Chase or American Express? Family. Next, we have to look at corporation, division process. Irrevocable trust, we plan to live, we got to plan to die. Next, we have to look at car, house, auto income, and cash flow for your time. So let's understand when I put in my book in my series 49 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow for your time, financial freedom. And that's what's in the book. All right, simple. If you would, I'd like to blueprint you and your spouse or your partner of life. I'd like to get you where you want to go. See, this is 2025. Do what I say every step of the way for this year, and I'll guarantee you corporate millionaire status. If not, I'll hand you the keys to $1 million Lamborghini, and it's yours. I got no BS to give you besides the truth, but you have the guts to follow through. It takes guts because this world always wants to knock us down and kick us in the assets too. Boring and steady. Now they're saying that on TikTok. I wish they had a brain of their own. Take a picture now of this. Everything here, I wrote books how to do this. From storage units to dry cleaning, the laundromats, to fast food restaurants, Wendy's, all these other things, gas stations, car parking structures, EV charging stations, car washes, and divisions for real estate. My real estate system was controlling 2.2 billion in real estate. Okay, the ultimate goal. Every division should be known as a bucket of money. And I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me today, because it to me is an opportunity. If I can help you and let you understand rules and tools, then we can get past go. Today, I'd like you to have yourself as a passenger in a car and someone driving in your city, up and down the big street. You'll see these things in every corner. My only question to you when you pull down that visor is, why don't you own them? I do. Why don't you? I don't understand. Buy your neighborhood. Let's have the play. Auto income. So what do we have to do is look at basically people like you. Here's Glenn, living in his Pinto car for 3 years. He lost his job. His wife left him. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I said, find a better woman. It took me to convince him to get out of that damn car for 3 years. Workshops, all right, all the time. Made our company, made our business, all right, from there, house and truck. So again, repackaging somebody who was all the way down, living in their damn car. Here's Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross coming out of prison. I got him $3 million of credit. We got Thomas was in prison for 26 years. So it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters where you start today. And if you start with me, I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. Now, from there, we got Michael, God rest his soul. We got basically Arnold, All right, we got presidents I've done as well. All right, we got basically Costner. We got Superman. All right, we got basically Giovanni for, Pixar. We have college professor, Biola University. We got Steve. All right, Superman for Gold's Gym. Kurt Cobain. I got her $1 million too as well. So no matter where you come from, all right, if you allow me to hold your hand every step of the way, I can get you a millionaire status and I'll guarantee it. But it cannot get you to follow through. All right, I've also been known as the incorporator for rich and famous people. You see, you might understand not everybody likes me and everybody likes you. But again, when you help literally 55 million people, all right, what do? There's always going to be a hater. That's how it works. I also incorporate Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels. You, problem again, I believe you had a kitchen table meeting with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody for you. Let's go jack up the cards. Let's drop the score. Let's get stuck. Can't get any more. Let's screw up our credit, bring the pain home to you and me, and hawk our house and lose that too. That's called stupid. People aren't stupid, but they sure do stupid. We all do. So our goal is simple. Never bring the damn pain home. Got it so far? So the goal is, yes, I can get your credit where it needs to be. I can guide you and everything else and give you an analyzation, but you don't learn anything. Every time you hire somebody, that lets you down because you don't get your hands dirty enough to understand it works. I would like to get you 100,000 of personal credit, like I said, 29% utilization, 71,000 of safety. I'd like you to let me rebuild you in a corporation, that structure. For instance, I'd like to get you the green spark card for 100,000. They have 2 more for 30 each. That's 160. All right, I created Daisy Chain of Credit 30 years ago. Could you allow me to get those 3 cards for you and get them under 9 divisions? Is that $1 million now? See, divisions are buckets of money the way I designed it. From there, it's very simple. B of A, Wells Fargo, okay, Chase, Inc. card, and we also got the American Express. Here's 5 of the 10 cards I like. The rest I think suck. Sorry. But then what do? That could be up to $5 million. Up to what? Up to $5 million. What do we do now? At that point, we want to go to the bank. We want to get some what's called checkbook money. We want to bridge the gap, what they allow us to do. Banks want your corporation to be 2 years in your divisions, which means if we have a 2-year entity, the bank's going to give us up to 150 with no guarantee, and I call it checkbook money. If you understand something here, these are my 5 favorites. Navy's not so is U.S. Bank. I give people 550s, give them 30, 50,000 bucks. But that helps them balance their debt. And that's the ultimate goal. That's why it's called checkbook money. But again, that's $5.4 million of credit. Borrow money is not taxable. We could create a business plan over $1 million and basically build it up and away. So $1 million maker, let's understand what that really means. You, through a corporation and division process, could create $1 million of credit, $1 million company, and then build it to $5 million. That would be the ultimate goal. If we leverage 1,000, 5, 10, 25, 50, or 75,000, let's say we take this $2 or $3 million of credit here. Borrow money is now what? Taxable. If borrow money is not taxable, why don't I take that money and buy my lifetime income and write it all off? You roll the dice as you. Being you sucks because you brought the pain home. Sorry to say it, but it's true. If it's a division process, you can make sure you don't hurt the corporate or your family. That's what you should roll the dice for. But again, what can I say? I need you to start turning these up listening to me. That's franchise. That's real estate. So if we use manageable debt through the corporation, do we start with 1 card? Do we get 10 million? How much would you like? Again, all right, I'm the best of the best with this, and not to be arrogant, but it's true because I know more about this than anybody does. I help set it up. Leveraging money would make sense. David here is very simple. He's like you. He got burned by Lexington Law. He got by this company and he listened to this person and that person. He says, Ray, I listened to all that stuff, but nobody helped me get there. Well, the reality is simple. I held his hand for 8 months straight. He now has 96,000 a month coming in. Is that good? See, the goal is $100,000 a month income to a corporation. So if you listen, you could be another David Story of mine out of 33 million millionaire clients. If you need 100,000 a day, you call the office. Very simple. They're going to charge you 10%. Not a problem. All right. So that'll give you $10,000. You get 10 times your money. Okay. Well, if you did it while I'm on a live broadcast, the discount is $69.99. So you get to say $3,000 or more. Okay, almost four. So you do that. If you wanted the 50,000, what do? Normally $5,000 during the webinar. It's $39.99. From there, if you wanted only $25,000 to build for you a corporation division process, instead of $2,500, it would basically be $19.99. And it's during this webinar, you get that discount. It's very simple. See, you can Zelle. Let's understand Zelle. Banks bought Zelle, all of them got together on July 6, 2022. And they bought it together to transfer money, get rid of locations. And that's how it works. Now here, you can call the office right away because people will be there till 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 800-254-9506. If you use a card, I'm sorry, but the banks charge us 5%. We're going to charge you 5% too. That's why if it's Zelle, it's free, but it's up to you too. So if we play this game, understand. My biggest thing for me is I have 3 yachts in the backyard, 2 race boats, Duffy and Sea-Doos, but they're on all the other islands because I got property in all 5 islands. So I had to get the house that I could put all the goodies in the backyard, and that's what I did. See, to me, it was to see it, believe it, go get it. So you can bring in millions and billions. It's not hard, but it's knowing how to play the game to win if you really want to win. But that's up to you. Not everybody wants to win. A lot of people like to feel sorry for themselves. I created the Reynolds University. 2009, we're doing up to $1 million a day. We took the odds out, one of them out, and I basically found myself in a coma. Winning the game of business, I wrote 49 years ago. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow fee per time. So again, what do? There's 1,000 steps to get to the first million, and it's a pain in the ass app. First million is a pain in the ass for everybody. When you get past that, getting the second and third is not hard. First one's the killer. That's why people tend to give up. The Millionaire's Founders Kit, I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years. 5,000 a set in downtown Los Angeles, being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles at the time too. So if you want a copy, I'll help you get a copy. 2009, we took out one of the yachts, like I said, in the backyard with a group of people, and someone had a virus and they gave it to me. All right, and there I am dead. I actually died at 5:41. Okay, that's why I look at when I'm dead, so I can see that. But the problem is, while I was in the coma, my wife is reaching out to the office to tell people, Ray's in a coma, you might die. Ron takes the truck to the U-Haul, from the U-Haul, and goes over to the office, steal books and CDs. My IT manager, Tom, sells my websites and phone numbers to a damn porn site because they're the highest bidder for 50 million people in a database, 55 million. Never call the phone number on the CD. So again, the people around you are the ones that are going to hurt you the most, in most cases that I've seen. For me, it's true. But again, if you want a copy today, call the office, simple. All right, they're going to charge you $5,000. They're going to charge you $1,000. For the 12 books and CDs, that's a blueprint. How do you get to the $1 million structure? There you go. If you did it while I was online, it's half price because I don't have to pay myself a commission or a paycheck. I don't even have a personal bank account for over 30 years. It's half price, $4.99. If you want the real estate system that was managing $2.2 billion real estate's right there. Financial system is buckets of money, tax balance become the bank. That here is pretty important as well. So again, the office is $19.99 for both of those. Half price would be for you $9.99. Simple. Now I got specialty classes. We got 10 of them now in rotation. So that means tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, it's very simple, 6 o'clock to basically 7 o'clock. I have a private group that have $3 million of credit. I got another group private at 4:30 to 5 o'clock to 5:30, and they got about $7 to $8 million of credit. In between all these other classes, you can join. Like I said, I've done this for 49 years in person or online for 49 years, Friday and Saturday, and all through the week. I never take Saturday off, by the way. It's very simple. So let's think about nonprofit. If you have a profit corporation, you might want to have a nonprofit as well because they're giving away $10 billion of grant money. You find portholes in every city and state. So if you want a piece of the 10 billion to actually sponsor what you want to do and help the community, there you go. Not hard to do as well. From there, I have a class on nonprofit. It's every 10 weeks. But let's understand, the exemption is called 1023. So write that down, 1023, get it from the IRS. That's exemption of 501c3 for public benefit. Companies are charging $15,000 for that. Go to my workshop, I'll teach you how to do it for free. Simple, because I want to help people. All right, I haven't had to work for over 40 plus years. Nonprofit, you want a corporation, no problem. 3 divisions, also tax ID and nonprofit workshop. The office sells it for about $4 grand. During the webinar today is $24.99. There you go. It's up to you. What is it? Zelle. There you go again. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Or you call the office right away. See, I think you're stuck. I'm sorry, I don't mean to just too direct and blunt, but you're stuck. I like goodies. Okay, and I create goodies all the time because it's through the corporate structure. You can't afford these good things unless you're making 10 to 20 million plus or $1 billion of money in credit to get all the goodies you want. So we got to start somewhere, right? How to get to the American dream. The American dream is live on the hill, drive the car of your dreams. Everybody sues you, they get diddly squat. In other words, while you're trying to move ahead and move forward, everybody's trying to knock you down. So understand with me, you're stuck with me if you become a Ray Reynolds, all right, basically customer, period. Okay, you're stuck with me every step of the way. I got a team to help you, but guess what's in every class? Me and you. I'm going to get to know your credit and everything about you too. 750 score, 90 working days if you do what you're told. But if you drag your feet, that's up to you. I do the analyzations on Friday and Saturday. You're stuck with me. I'm going to guarantee what I say in writing as well. That means it's in red, bold print. You better read it. You got to be part of the program. You have to understand how to play. Now, I only have 2 rules you can't violate. It's jack up a card and apply for credit, all right, which crash your rapid rescore. We do not want you to crash your rapid rescore. It kind of blocks crappy credit, pushes scores up and away, creates a bunch of green lights. So if you screw up those 2 rules, since I paid for the first rapid for you, you will pay the next one. And if you don't, I got to close your case. That's on you. Don't blame me for your screw ups. Don't blame me for your silliness when you screw up. Okay, out of 55 million people, I had 12 of them give me crap. I sued them all because they're lying sack of doo-doos for $100 million each. Don't screw up my program. All right, write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. You're going to run every friggin' day. I hope and pray my story helps you a little bit. I always felt I was God's example. Getting out of hell, getting to million to billion. There I am, dead in a coma. Before I died that day, I'm listening to the room. I can hear everything. My tax attorney comes in and tricks my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. What am I going to do? I'm a donor? They're going to take out my heart, take it away. I got a choice at that point when they asked that question to my wife to stay in peace or go back. The choice was to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. She's falling apart. So let's understand. Okay, I got to come back, all right, to help you and help everybody else too. So me, I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. All right, a lot of shitty people. I've been shot, I've been knifed. I've died in 2 comas so far. And the reality is I got to come back every time. I don't have an excuse. Do you? Simple. There's my oh shit day. 3.7 billion gone. Okay, I got to rebuild it again. Client sends a text saying stay away from boats and fireworks. God's gift, the mansions that I obtained from their houses on all 5 islands. But I needed the largest U-Dock for all the goodies. Race boats, yachts, Duffy's to take the wife to Captain Jack's on the weekends. Very simple, $100 million building, Lamborghini. If you do what I say 100% and you follow through, and if I'm full of shit, I'll give you the keys to the friggin' Lamborghini, that car in front of you. I got no bullshit to give you besides the truth. So don't give me excuses. If I don't come through, the car is yours. By the way, I've always came through. That's why I'm doing this, even when I got a cold and a cough. I will not let my clients down. I never have, never will. I like Lamborghinis. You like them? But again, I need you to do something on your part now. Are you ready? Write down driver's license, insurance, registration. The biggest concern I see is when you get pulled over by the police officer or get into bumpity bump. You keep giving your home address. I think that's called silly and dumb. I'd like you to think about the Privacy Act, your city and state from P.O. box and mailing address, mailbox, etc. or something. Let's basically protect our privacy. All right, Lamborghinis, helicopters, and big buildings. What do? There I am hitting my head. Ow, 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 ow. This is a mindset. Let's think. If you can touch it, you can kick it. Every one of you, I believe, now or before, you could touch and jump up, hit the basketball hoop with your fingertips, right? Well, I can do the splits every which way. So again, if I can touch it, I can kick it. So my foot would be up there. It's very simple. Now, I don't know why I could kick the door jam at 10 or the basketball hoop at 14, but I could. That's as simple. There's me hitting my head. The light's 13 damn feet. My ass is higher than the 6-foot locker. The Guinness Book of Records guys comes in and he says, "Where's the wires?" He was a jerk. I kicked out the damn lights. They're 13 feet. He pissed me off. He ran out like a little girl, came back an hour later, go, "There's no wires. It's an aluminum building." No blank, Sherlock. So I need you to get the mindset to understand. See what you want, believe it, and I'll help you go get it. And I'll take away your excuses. Now, through history, I realized, did my research after coma, and realized my grandfather's Richard Bishop. He won the Olympics in 32, gymnastics. They called him Coach Bishop. They made a movie after him. Okay. Well, the reality is he looks like Al Capone to me. He didn't give a damn about me. So the word no doesn't mean no. If you accepted no in your gut, you knew it wasn't true, but that's on you. Plan the problem. We have to look at Credit Karma because it's free. Okay. All right. We can look at all the other things, Spearn.com and those other things. Okay. But Credit Karma's problem is they never want a phone number to help you. My new dashboards should actually help them be numbered last or in the last place because I'm going to have a 24-hour call center. I want to help people for real. So again, LifeLock, I just tell you to be careful. Why? They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. So be careful. If you're going to look at what's going to repair my credit, well, let's see. The largest credit repair company got indicted 6 times. Okay, is that true? Yeah. All right, credit repair, they say it's a fraud. I didn't say it. Federal Trade Commission says there's no magic wand. If you got bad credit, you got to learn how to basically what? Take care of it, rebuild it. But again, that's going to be up to you if you're trying to rip off your creditor. Okay, I mean, you got the goodies, you got the benefit from it. So the Credit Repair Organization Act, Credit Repair Organization Act, look it up. So let's write down Section 611. Section 611. Let's Google that later today. It'll tell you what you can do for yourself. When you look at the CFPB, they indicted the credit repair cloud because they're out there saying you can get the credit repair business. They're basically trying to get people in a business that's against the law. Well, they're breaking the law too. $3 million fine. Might go to jail. Let's see what happens. So if you have a collection item, you might have to man up, woman up, negotiate a debt. As we look at this, I want you to plan the problem. I want you to write down safety credit and build a line of defense. That would be the goal, line of defense. I would like you to think about what I created when I'm training Ken Yarborough. TRW became Experian. I invented the 29% rule. Simple. So if your credit cards are at 29%, and during the pandemic, I kept yelling at Credit Karma, it's not 42%, it's 29. So they all have to now say below 29. Sticky behind the card. We know our limit. We know what we're going to use. 10,000 our card, $2,900. That's it. Use more, drop your score, can't get any more. See, you backed yourself in a corner and you didn't know how it really worked. And then you didn't know these don't fluctuate and you brought the damn pain home because you maxed us, you charged the wrong damn card. This maintains 750. The reality is very simple. So your goal is to understand something today. You could actually repackage you, all right, and get to CFO level. But you have to learn. You have to basically pay some attention. All cards fluctuate, but 2. So if we know this and we rebalance our score to 750 to get more, we can build a company and a business credit as well. And these cards don't fluctuate. So long as you maintain the payment, we can maintain 750. See, I believe that nobody should have shitty credit on planet Earth. I think they have shitty credit because they didn't follow through. They don't know rules and tools, and they basically did stupid. That doesn't mean they're stupid. They just did stupid. They jacked up the wrong damn car. What the hell's wrong with people? But again, their excuse is, I didn't know any better, eh? I have been teaching and preaching for 49 years, dedicating myself to help people. That's me. That's why I coughing my head off and sneezing and everything else. I won't let people down. This was scheduled. All right. I'm not dead. I'm not in the hospital. So I'm going to go through it no matter how many times I cough today. You need to understand rules and tools, because I can't live with the guilt to feel sad, to feel bad because I didn't help you. All right. That's just what I play with myself to help everybody. I like goodies. I like driving $1 million cars. Every time I have a shitty day, I just drive the car, turn it on, and go, boom, boom. You have any idea how it makes me feel? Damn, it makes all the shit outside the door go away. That's just me. So let's understand. I want to analyze you. I want to do a rapid rescore. I want to take your 510 and make it a 757. That's what I want to do. I want you part of the program. I want you to realize the 651 with no green lights. Green lights are possibilities. She didn't have any. Rapid rescore 750, green lights, $1 million of credit. That's what we did every step of the way. So again, this is like bankruptcy. I feel bad for people. I mean, this couple, they're good people. They had a debt, they had a problem. They went to a bankruptcy attorney, asked a question, and he sold them a damn bankruptcy. They didn't know any better, so they signed the paper and screwed it all up. You have to understand something. There's no reason to file bankruptcy, but when they did, they should have learned to see their record. But they have to understand that too. Bankruptcy, here's $500 card, unsecured. You got 3 people on TikTok. You need a secure credit card from Capital One. No, you don't. No, you don't. Capital One secure card is going to drop your score. It's an inquiry. If we need it when I can't get my dashboard, I'm an affiliate. I get you a card with no secure card at all. All right, all the time. If you don't want me to do it for you, then I tell you Open Sky. Open Sky doesn't have an inquiry. You put $200 out, you spend $25, there you go. You see, that's what you have to understand to rebuild you step by step. From there, we have 11 collection accounts. These people are so screwed up, even they're late on their car payment, they're going to repossess it. Here's $3,000. Let's save the car. $51,000. Let's balance the debt. Let's build it back and forth. Again, a way to rebuild someone to CFO level. Here is 96 points in 3 days. See, if you do what I ask you to do, all right, and I literally is like, please, and I do my part, your score goes up, and away. Again, that's what happens. All rapid rescores go above 750, guaranteed, as long as you do what you're told. Rapid costs $4.99, and I do it for every client free in the first. I'm not paying for number 2. If you screw it up, it's on you. Is that fair? How could 12 shitheads give me shit online that I had to sue for $100 million to teach them a damn lesson? Lie through their teeth. Because I'd help the devil if he stood up today. Damn. It always works. But I help set up the system. If you want a rapid, it's $4.99. You Zelle. Simple. Or you call the office right away and they help you too. See, I got no BS to give you. But my goal is to change the world. So here's what happens if you're not a client so far. I want to get you $750. I'm going to give you $10,000 brand new card. All right, it might be 1 or 2 cards, $10,000. Most of you don't have a $10,000 card or $5,000. You have those little crappy cards. So let's get you $10,000, $9.99. Let's give you a rapid score refresh, $4.99. Let's dispute you 9 months, because every dispute can take by law public record 45 days. We're going to charge you $14.99, $14.98. Then you're going to go to class Friday or Saturday or both. I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to get to know each other, because I'm not going to let you down. I've done this for 49 years. Plan on doing this for another 50 years too. 750 score. It's guaranteed if you do what you're told. If not, I give you the keys. I got no BS to give you besides the truth. 6 months in workshops. Ask any question you want. Simple. If you pay it full, it's $9.99. There's the discount we give you today. It's simple. Stop bringing the pain home. If you have a corporation, okay, I'll build the one you have, because I don't think you're sitting there with $3 million of cash credit. I'll do it for you. We're going to hold each other's hands. You can kumbaya. I'm going to make you CFO level. I'm going to basically charge you $24.99 and give you $25,000 of credit, 5 times your investment. Is that okay? Then I'm going to analyze you, add history, and pop credit right away. If you did that today, then I want you in the workshops on Saturday with me, all right, literally 90 days. If that was done today by Zell, it would be $19.99. You give that discount to you. Simple. So I'm going to fight through this because I won't let people down. This was scheduled. So understand today, Zell, or call the office 800-254-9506. Now, you got to do your part. Here you go. 1,000 rules and tools. You added yourself to the national mailing list. You did that to you. You added yourself to the robocall list. You don't even know you did that too. I want you to call 888-567-8688. I want you to opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. I want you to understand they sell the mailing lists to the voters and cable bill and corporations. So if we do this correctly, we opt out 5 years or a lifetime. The number's in front of you. I think you should call later today. What do we look at? The SS5. See, your problem you have with you never paid attention. I'm sorry, but it's true. You did not pay attention, all right, because what happened, SS5, that's the form you filled out. Literally, you filled that form out, okay, when you were 14 to 16. From here, if you didn't do it, mommy did it in 1971 after Nixon took the gold standard out. The system is for SS5, SSN, and 1040. That's the way it's designed, okay? And you've been using that for one credit file. By the way, the credit file you're using, the SSN you're not supposed to, by the way, we compare the SS5 to SS4 now. It says legal name of entity, individual person, right there. It's right in front of you, individual person. So again, as we position these things, understand the SS4, when you look at it and dissect it, it says banking and credit purposes right there. By the way, you're allowed more than one of these, but you only allowed one SS5. See, there's the goal, how they designed it in the first place. But again, what do? I had $53 million of credit cards during 89 and through part of the 90s, and they're shrinking my limits. What am I going to do? Well, when I was creating cash flow fee per time, I learned I could loan out money to people privately. So when I did that, I turned it into cash flow free at my time. Divisions allowed me to do that. If you ever get a copy of my book called Buckets of Money, I had 3 matrix that I did, and I put 2 in the Buckets of Money book. I took $4.6 million of credit, and I dissected to 41 divisions. I loaned out money. From what I did, took me 18 months. That point, 4.6 million became 190,000 a month, and that's what it did. The notes behind that became $1.1 billion. So it made sense. It maintained my credit to build it up and away. That's how cash flow for you per time was started in the first place, by me. You can do that too. That was in 98, by the way. So if you look at a corporation and you and all the goodies you want, do you want to be a millionaire? The answer is no. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? The answer is yes. How you receive money matters. So we have to realize that every piece of property you get needs to be a bucket of money as a division. We need to separate liability. When we want financial system, it's like tax balancing. All right, become the bank in buckets of money. We have to understand rules and tools and the steps. That's why I created the system for you, for me. So if you had a division, let's understand, you give me a name. You give me a name of a corporation or division anytime, just give me a name. On my dashboard, I can set up Experian, TransUnion, Equifax cash reports. I can teach you the daisy chain the credit to get more card off one card, division process, then I'll get you the tax ID. So if we create divisions, your name's not on it, and you build a liability, none to you. You build it basically to protect your assets in the corporation. So if you wanted one division, they're $499. You want 3, $19.99 normally. More, it's $1,500, and we're going to give you $10,000 of credit. But again, today, take a picture of this if you want to add divisions and credit. There's all you have to do. And the bottom line is you would Zell, or call the office right away. And that's how it works. See, I don't think you running a business as a corporation makes any sense. When they sue it, they sue you. It makes no sense. A division, an entity under the corporation, you can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, protect the corp and the family. Corporation, you have one, good. If not, I'll hand you one for free. You stop bringing the pain home, you put your ducks in a row, and let me repackage you. My way works. That's the ultimate goal. What's a corporation again in front of you? A legal person. What can it do? May sue or be sued. What do we look at? The blueprint I told you to draw earlier this afternoon. Corporation owning corporations, banks and grocery stores. Corporations with divisions of me. The ability to try. I always look at it this way: as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well kind of be dead. So again, it's like this: I lost my job. This is pathetic. This is ridiculous. This man needs to man up. He needs to go to the church for the food, drive an Uber or Lyft, or have a garage sale. Hey, I came out of a coma and they took 3.7 billion in corporate structure. We were homeless. What did I do? Sold my wedding ring, Rolex, and necklace and bracelet, no problem. Then what did I do? I took $3.6 million. I have credit that I built off my divisions, 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. I don't stay down like you. And I don't want you to do that ever again, too. We got the ability to play and rebuild anybody. $500 million of goodies right there. We could play if you want to win. So when you see 2 cars and 2 buildings, I see 1,013 divisions because I separate liability. When you buy a car, you go to the dealership and they sweat you for 5 hours. I think that's wrong. I think when they run your credit, you allow them, and you should have wrote down next to your signature, this allows one inquiry. You should have took a picture. You should have controlled that situation that day. You did not. So I look at this, it's fleet price, tax ID, car. Fleet price, division, tax ID. Car. Registered to a division. There's the goal. Next, we got to think about, you got a house, good. Never had 2 people on the loan, that makes no sense. Car should be a division. If you lose house and car currently, the creditor is going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit. You didn't plan the problem. That's your biggest problem. You have to plan the problem. Now today, I'm going to want you to call your specialist on Monday after 10 o'clock. If you have Capital One, we don't know what type it is. On the credit reports, it says Capital One. Is it Venture, Venture One, Quicksilver, Quicksilver One, or Platinum? We need to know the answer to that question. If we're going to help guide you and go to the classes and rebuild you my way, CFO level, then I'll need to know if you screwed up American Express or Chase. They don't tend to forgive anybody. So you're going to call your specialist Monday after 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a meeting every morning called Setting the Tone at 7:30. So the goal is, there's the phone number you're going to call. And you're going to make sure if you got some questions like the Capital One, American Express, or Chase, we need to know the answers. So prepare to give us those answers, please. The goal is we have to work together to get you where you want to go. That's the ultimate goal. So from there, it's like, this is a chase. You have too much available. You're not using what you got. I'm not going to give you more. You're not using what you got. So my dashboards are pretty simple. All right, trade lines are fraud. Authorized users are in the way. And that's the ultimate goal. 96 points, 3 days. Rapid, what does it do again? Kind of blocks crappy credit, pushes your scores up, creates some green lights, and help you balance your score so you can get some more. Rapids are $4.99 when you do the next one. Or if you screwed it up, you're going to pay the fee. I'm not going to do it again. Why would I have to pay the fee if you screwed up? So again, you call the office right away if you need one, or use Zell, simple to do. All right, we're going to give you the truth today. Not everybody likes the truth. Sometimes they get very upset. I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. This is your credit, it's not mine, okay? You have the ability to basically repackage you to be a CFO level. If you're basing a credit rebuilding program right now, you could upgrade to a corporate package doing Zell for $9.99. What would that do for you? It's simple. You'd receive a corporation brand new, you pay your filing fee. We would basically do the officer's list, tax ID, okay, and you would go to the level 1 class with me for 90 days. Then I'm going to give you $10,000 of cash credit. Okay, that's right, $10,000. I want you to let me rebuild you to CFO level. I want you to remember a corporation is a legal what? Person right there, public record. I want you to remember supply credit can turn into cash, about 51,000 to help you balance your debt. I want you to remember the S is for you're entitled to use it per entity. And what does it say right there in front of you? The ability to create what? Banking and credit purposes per entity. The ability to rebuild you as a CFO. We're going to build cash reports, what I set up in 87 on my dashboards through the Experian Trend Uncle Facts business reports. Those dashboards will build cash credit, all right, as a CFO to tax ID. When you sign a building car, apartment complex, or storage unit, you pierce your veil. Once again, on Monday, we want you to call your specialist after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Here is 5259. So here's the client. We don't give out names. It's always because your case number. Your case number is very simple. So here we have people losing points here, and we're playing the up and down show. The reason I like Credit Karma a lot is it shows the graph just pretty good. So this is what you're doing to your heartbeat of your corporation. You control this, I don't. So as we do this, let's understand. Here is you signed up on 5/7. You're a MIM, which is million in the making, 5,000 of credit. Brandon is your specialist. You'll call Monday, and you basically went up a little points, but not enough. See what happens is we get you in the program, and all of a sudden we add history. History gets you all these invitations in the mail. You've been approved. You're not. It's a lie. They trick you to do inquiries again. So here you went after Navy. All right. Here's Event. All right. Here's basically another one in a Capital One. All right. We have this new card after all those inquiries, and you got late payments here, and we have all this collection crap here, and we're 117 points, or 100%, 117% jacked up. So here we have some credit here. So let's understand. Let's say this person is going to do exactly what I tell them to do, and I pray to God they do. This is a violation. You would have crashed your rapid rescore. Have you had any problem with Express or Chase? We need to know. You have no green lights. You're going in the red. They will need a rapid rescore. They'll need a violation fee. We got to add history again, and they got to knock this off. This is probably secured, all right, or $500 Navy card. If it's the Navy card here, you can ask for them and increase it all the time. And if I lined up Navy, you would have got 3 cards at 20,000 plus and up to 50,000 line of credit personally. Even with the 550 score, I get people that all the time. But this wasn't lined up my way. Here's Capital One. That's secured. Okay, why do you need secured Capital One? You're jacking up your own money. Here we have Self Financial. Okay. Here we have Capital One again, $300. See, if we took these other cards, if they're really yours, 2,000, 3,000 here, we could balance this correctly right away. This person, if it's really their credit right there, they could balance all this right away within 45 days. I could go around all this crap right here. Quit being late, it kills your credit. And I could push you to 750 score. Then I can build you some credit. We can start a real business. But it's up to you. You got to listen. You're not in a rapid right now because you would have crashed it or ran its course. We need to find that out. What is the goal? What is the game plan here? 52, 59, what is your game plan? I need you to explain that to Brandon on Monday. Here's 5072. You're a million in the making, you want 15,000. Brandon's your specialist again. You drop points here, and you drop here. It's like a crash. You might as well ski down that. All of a sudden here, your rapid ended on 6/13/2024. You need a new one. And you Premier Express or Chase. These collections, if they do not charge off after dispute after dispute after dispute, you might have to negotiate them. But again, look at the Maverick. I mean, look at it. You're late 4 or 5 months in a row. You're killing your own damn credit. This isn't going to work. This person, I don't care if you drive an Uber or Lyft or do something, have a damn garage sale. Your credit is the most important thing in your life to get you to the next step. And you're screwing it all up. This is number 5072. If this person would be on time here 3 months in a row, okay, and we go around this crap, bring these down right now because they're little cards anyway, I can push them to 700 score, and I can start popping some real credit. See, the problem with most people, they have little shit limits. Come on, this is crap. These should be $5,000 to $10,000. This person doesn't know what the hell they're doing, but it's just the way it is. Sorry if I'm too blunt today. And again, like I said, I'm sick. I got a cough, I got a cold, I got a runny nose, but this was already scheduled. I will not let people down ever. Never have for 49 years. The hell am I going to start today? That's number 5072. Call your specialist on Monday. Tell us what your real game plan is and quit screwing up my program. 5266. Okay, rebuild. They get a bonus card. So they paid $500 and you're going to get a $500 card back to reimburse you. I've been doing this for 49 years, reimbursing everybody for what they expend up to times 10. I'm the only one who does that. It's simple. But again, what are you doing here? You did an inquiry. Why? You got a new account, $700. Why? Okay, I mean, this is the problem. Here's 2 terminated accounts. These were trade lines. They're not even this person's card. So let's look at this stuff here. Let's make a phone call, remove those by calling the bureaus. Let's bring these down. This is yours. Let's balance the rest of this. Okay, and stop doing this, and I'll push you to 700 score. Rebuilding you and getting your 500 card, no problem. That's it. But you're going to screw this up 5 more times. You're going to screw it up 5 more times, maybe more. I'm sorry, but most of you screwed up this 10 times to 50 times already. That's 5266. Again, what do we need to do? You need to let me rebuild you. 5820. Here's someone who are going up, and away. So that means they're in a rapid rescore. Let's understand something. Rapid always pushes you up, away. Look what's happening. We're at a 480, shitty credit, 560, push you up, and away. So the goal. This is a person who's a rebuilt, rapid rescore, 500 card, and Jake's your specials. Okay. So you signed up on 1120. Then you did an inquiry on 1215. Why? Why would we do an inquiry, which you probably didn't get the damn card anyway? I don't get it. You had a bankruptcy 2 years ago, 3 years ago now, almost 3 years. You got a collection account, little one, we can push it around, push it aside. Again, you're hurting yourself. But again, stop the inquiries, please. Okay, and hopefully you didn't crash your rapid rescore because it was working. It was working. Damn. But again, rapid's good till 5, 12, 20, 25. So if we balance this, let's understand these are little crappy cards. It's hard to balance a crappy card. It's almost impossible, but you have to. Authorized user card. You don't need it. It's up to you. Here's a person. We can go around the crap, push it up, bring this down. Your score goes to 700 score or more, and we get your card. And you could be done or go more. Your goal is to let me build you up, and away. You see, to me, the fun thing of my whole life has always been, let's get the underdog. Let's get the one that's like that 240 that came out of prison during pandemic. He's now at 801. Let's rebuild somebody. See, that's my fun, to always rebuild someone who don't think it's possible. So we got $1 million in the making, 5,000 credit. Mahesh is your specialist. Okay, your score dropped. Why did it drop? No inquiries. Please keep it that way. Please. Any problem, American Express or Chase? We need to know. You have green lights. Okay, but the problem here is like your Navy. Navy will give you $50,000 loan now, and the cards are up there too. So this person, me in the making, $5,000 card. We need to know. All right, what's your game plan? Here, you need probably 25 to 50,000. You should increase that. This has to be brought down. These aren't too bad. I can help you guide them so you increase them so you can bring the percentage down to 29%. Yeah, I got American Express. It's a combo card. Good. You have that. Discover. So this person, we could rebalance this a lot, even on the B of A card, because it's got some usage you can put on the other cards. Balance the score. If this person balanced their score, and I keep pushing the rapid rescore, they'd be at a 730 in about 60 days, and I could build them 100,000 or personal or business or both. But again, what is your game plan? Number 5838. We need to know. Okay, you're dropping your score. Okay, even if you have green lights. Here's 5818. So what do we do? Simple. 522, 5. All right, excuse me, 622, and a 648. You just signed up in June. Okay. It's a $50,000 line of credit. Is that for personal business? But then you're late on these payments right here, mortgage. You can call your mortgage company, do interest payments, or put the things back at the end of the loan. There's ways to do that. Okay. And you got an inquiry here as well. So stop that too. So let's see. There's not a lot of debt here. How are we late on our mortgage and we have all this credit here not balanced? Again, Capital One, that's the gold business card. Spark, which shows up on personal credit. This is the green, it shows up on personal credit. Again, Capital One business cards show up on personal credit. That's why you always want to get Chase or something else. This here, Rapid's working 16 points. All right, it's going up, and away. That's the goal. Rapid's good till 319. No green lights. Let's balance this. Let's fix this. Let's go around this. Let's push that to 700 and let's get you 50,000 of credit. Let's get you, let's say you have a 20,000. Okay, I'd probably like to get you a 10,000 or personal. Look at all these here as well, and then get the rest to a corporation, but it's up to you. I need to know what type of Capital Ones these are. I know these are business. All right, one's probably gold, one's probably green. The other one's probably green or gold as well. So we need to know some more information on this. Whoever your specialist, reach out to them on Monday, please. That was 5818. Here's 5829. Here we have a million in the making, MIM. Brandy, our floor supervisor, is the person here. Very important to do. As we do all these pieces, the ultimate goal is very simple. So what are we looking to do? We need to rebuild this person so we get 25,000 in credit. These are collections. I don't know if they're going to charge them off. These are zeros. So we go around that. Here at Navy Fed 3,000. There's a way to position to increase the car to get more cars off Navy. So you can balance the score across the board. This is authorized user. You don't need it. Again, you ever screw American Express and Chase? I don't see it there. Need to know that as well. You do have some green lights. But again, what do we look at? We're going up 17 points. So again, call Monday on Brandy and let's see what a game plan is. Let's work out a game plan where we're all on the same page. That's 5819 now. 5819 and the ultimate goal. No inquiries, keep it that way, please. Here, these are all paid, so we're going to get rid of them right away. Discharge bankruptcy 13, and all right, so it's dismissed, and they rolled you over to a 13 because you couldn't, or 7, I'm sorry, you rolled you over to a 7 because you couldn't afford to qualify for the 13. That's how it works. Open Sky, your own card. Here's this one. Bring it down a little bit, get rid of the authorized user. Let me pump your credit up and away. Rapid's working. Only 1 point so far, and this one's 23 points. So we're going to get rid of this, get rid of the authorized user, going to go around this, and we're going to push you to 700 score. Priscilla's your specialist, but I don't know if you get a bonus card or not. Check with her if you do on Monday. That was 5819. 5822. Alex is your specialist. Okay, no inquiries. Please, please keep it that way. Collection account, little third one. Okay, we'll go around it. Then you might have to negotiate down the road. We'll see what happens. Capital One, you need to know what type it is. It could be the same card duplication itself on the dashboard. We'll need to know that. Now, let's understand Capital One here. You go on the dashboard of Capital One like you make a payment. You click. From there, it opens another page. On the right-hand side, it says I want. Click I want, opens another page. That page on the left-hand side, you can increase your limit. Try that every 46 working days. And they usually get that done right away, and they increase the limit. Open the gap or pay it down. Here you're up 42 points. You're down 8. You're playing the teeter-totter. Again, what do we do? Again, it's a rebuild, but I don't know if you're going to get a bonus card. But again, let's have a game plan. Talk to Alex on Monday. I always think we need a game plan of what we're trying to do. 5825. Here's Jake. Again, 2 points here. All right, no points here. All right, authorized user. Collection of crap. See, here's a person, if I know they get a bonus card, I can pop them a card from $500 to $3,000. I don't know how much bonus card they get. They don't need secured, not at this point. Going around this stuff, build it. Any problem, American Express or Chase, we need to know. And your Rapid was submitted on 12/27, which means they're all going to start going up, and away, which means this goes up in score. The address is probably wrong on this. That's why the address doesn't show up, or you have no score in Equifax. We need to double check address. It's 5825. That's how it works. Here's 5824. Okay, rebuilt, Jake again, negative -3 +1. Capital One, put a balance on it. Bankruptcy, go around it. That's 6 years ago. Got to go around all this silly crap here and push you up, and away and get your bonus card if you were entitled to it. If not, we just build you up, and away. Again, Rapid was submitted. You have a couple green lights as well. Please talk to Jake on Monday what your game plan is, because we put a game plan together to actually get the American dream. See, some people, I just want the credit, just want this, no problem. And then they come back 2 years later after they screwed up. Why don't we look at the true game plan today? 5823. Rebuilt, Rapid $500 bonus card. Alex is your specialist, no problem. No inquiries, keep it that way, please. Chase, let's balance these two to 29%, because this is out of balance right now. Here, you got some green lights. Don't know if you get a bonus card. See, this person here should be telling me, Ray, I need 50,000 of credit. So they should actually be upgrading. That's 5823 at this time. But let us know from there what you want us to do next. So once again, if you take a picture of this, what does it do? Supply credit, basically on a corporation, can turn into cash to 51,000. That can help somebody who's jacked up balance their debt. What do we do again? We look at the SS4, the opportunity that we can have this for an entity or individual person. That could be 3 divisions of you. Tax ID, cash credit. When you guarantee building, car, apartment complex, or storage unit, keep in mind, all right, they come after you, there's a problem. If you sell me $9.99 today, I'm going to upgrade your packaging and credit rebuilding. Corporation, tax ID also is list, and you're in the workshop with me for 90 days. I'm going to get you 10,000 cash credit. Do you in the corporation structure. That's the ultimate goal. It is a Zell. Or you can call the office at 800-254-9506 and do it right away. From there, I'm always going to say, please talk to your specialist on Monday after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. See, our meeting we have every day called Setting the Tone at 7:30. Ultimate goal, I want to help you. I want to know what your game plan is. Here's 5821. 5821. Up 19 points, up 20 points. Okay. We have a Rapid that's working. I love that when that works. The only thing here, we're not balanced. Discover could increase that limit. From there, your Mission Credit Union. Open Sky. You don't need these cards. Why do you have them? You probably use it to build it up, and away. At least it's Open Sky. Any problem, American Express need to know that. If I can push you up to 649 and get your American Express card, use that to balance your debt, or get Discover paid down, or increase the limit. Are you any part of Navy? You need to know that as well. There's ways to position that as well. That's 5821. Okay, let's keep pushing this. And this is good. We can get you where you want to go. Your specialist is Priscilla. Okay, from here, this 5826. Rapid, 10,000 credit, division times 3, level 1. Priscilla, that means you're getting a corporation. Please quit being late on the credit cards. If we dispute a late payment, they close the account. All right, be on time, we can go around it. We have Chase collection. Sorry to say you screwed it up. That's a yes, maybe that's a no. Capital One little card, balance, it's easy, get rid of the authorized user. They're actually hurting you. So balance the score, we'll build you up, and away, and what do we do next? So we have to look at how the score can go up. Please contact Priscilla on Monday. We got some talking to do on this case. Okay, we're trying to push you up, and it's kind of playing push me, pull me. Here's 5604. Chris is your specialist. You're $1 million in the making, 25,000 of credit. Your scores suck. We're going to build them up, go around all this crap. Most of the crap there is small anyway. You even screwed up your own Open Sky card. Okay. Capital One, I would tell you increase the limit. First Premier, worst card on the planet. All right, build it up, and away a little bit, balance the score. From there, I can push you to 700 score, start building this, corporation and you. But again, we need to talk about how we're going to get this done here. Results on Rapid are good to 416. One good green light. Again, it'll start pushing up and away. Right now, you're in negative. Please talk to Chris on Monday, number 5604, the ultimate goal. 5638, 5638. You're a million in the making. All right, you want 100,000 of credit. So please listen to me. Chris is going to help you, so am I. No inquiries, keep it that way, please. Discover, little crap card. Is it secured or unsecured? Bring it down to 29%. It's a little card or increase the limit. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. B of A is yours. Let's balance the scores. If you balance the scores, get rid of those two authorized users, not yours anyway, and you basically don't have a problem with American Express and Chase, I can get you an American Express card right away. But again, I need you to listen even when you have no green lights. My dashboards will do that. Here's 59 points. That's rapid. Here's 68 points. That's rapid. Again, we're pushing you up, all right, because before you were basically what? 580, 590? Let me do my job. Let me put you up and away, and let's build that credit balance to debt. Please talk to Chris on Monday. That's 5638. Here's 5827. Please, late payments kill you. Sell something. Have a garage sale, drive maneuver, drive a lift, do whatever they damn you will, please, what you have to do. Your credit is the most important thing in your life at your age right now. We got to rebuild this because you're 45 to 70 years old. Rebuilt 25,000 of credit. This needs to be 3 on times. This needs to be brought down to the dashboard, bring it down 29%. Here we can use that a little bit anyway. From there, we can build you up. You know, any problem with Express or Chase, need to know. Okay, you have no green lights. Your rapid is good till 30th in this month. That's it. It's no good at the end of this month. What if we crashed it? This concerns me. Please talk to Chris on Monday. Let's figure out what we're going to do next. Okay, because I want to make sure we get you to that 25 to 100,000 of credit. 5810. Misha's your specialist. You're a million in the making, 5,000 of credit, no inquiry, good. Here we had a discharge bankruptcy, 9 years ago. Okay, no problem. You went at 34 points in rapid. This is pushing you up as well. So again, if we do exactly what I want you to do, what are we going to do? School of First Credit Union. They'll increase the limit and help you on that. Here, this one can do that. Capital One can. So you can kind of balance these other cards to balance this. If you would just take the time to balance all this debt here, because you have open cards to do that, and you have no problem American Express and Chase, we could build you probably, well, I'd say $100,000 of credit in 90 days. But I need you to help us help you a little bit here. And that's the goal. Look at all the green lights for American Express, like I said. We could poppity pop. We're above. All right, here we have to be 649. Here we're 659. So again, we're almost there. A little bit of adjustment. Guess what we get to do? Poppity pop. That's 5810. Here's 5831. 5831. Ultimate goal. It's underbalanced because here we have these collections. Here we don't. They're only reporting to one. Alex is your specialist, and you get a bonus card of $500. And we got Amazon and all these other pieces. If we take this balances on this card, balance the whole thing across the board, I can even you out to 750. I can go around these things right here, and we can build you not just 500. How about we build you 100,000 or personal business? But is that your goal? Need to know these things. Your rapid push you to 61 points. Okay, rapid push you to 38 points, and that's the goal. It was submitted here. Look at the green light you got now. Balance this and let's pop you more. This is only 500 card. Is that all you want? Let us know the game plan on Monday. Talk to Alex, please. That is 5831. Here's 5832. You're a rebuilt, rapid, 500 bonus card. Priscilla's your specialist. To 580. From here, we got Citibank jacked up, Capital One jacked up. So in between all this mess here, we could balance all this, but it's going to be up to you. Because as you balance it, we can build credit up and away. But again, use the bonus card, $500. Okay. Would you like more? Please let us know. Any problem, American Express or Chase? Your wrap is good till 415, which means this will start putting in the right direction. It'll start pushing you past 600 score. Please talk to Priscilla on Monday, number 5832. Here's 5828, 5828. Okay, it's a rebuild. Priscilla's your specialist. Need to know if you get a bonus card or not. Here's collection from Nordstrom's. Okay. Lease run time with Chase. Stay on time, please. Okay, and what do we look at all these cards and balances? There's a little work to be done, like in the Capital Ones. Capital Ones can increase the limits, kind of balance this mess. All right. These cards are not big cards. There's a 5, which is good. There's a 4. 3,500. It's your own money. They gave you the loan. Okay. To report purposes. So here it's a rebuild. If all you want to do is rebuild, fine. But I see the potential of 100,000 of credit in 3 months from now. That's up to the 5828. Again, Rapid is pushing you up. From there, 5830. No inquiries. Keep it that way, please. Rebuilt. Priscilla's your specialist. Let us know if you get a bonus card. She'll let us know you have no credit. No active credit. But again, my dashboards will probably pop you a card. Last time I did this for someone, I popped them a $3,000 card. If I overpop you, get a bonus card of 500, you got to pay the difference. If not, I shrink the limit to the 500 bucks we promised you. But again, Rapid's not, it says no. Let's see if that's a yes. I think it is. All right, because usually for 90 days. Please talk to Priscilla on Monday, please. That's 5830. 5813. No inquiries. Keep it that way, please. Here's a collection. We're going to go around it for now. It's a rebuilt $5,000 card. Brandy's your specialist, and your score's dropping. Why is it dropping? Because it's probably hitting and crashed the Rapid. These are jacked up. But they're not big cards anyway. So again, let's see which ones will let us increase the limits on their dashboards. They're not an inquiry that way. They call it a soft inquiry. Open Sky, you don't need that card, but it's already jacked up anyway. Any Primary Express or Chase. There's a lot of balancing here, but if all you want is the bonus card and build you up way, there you go. But I think you'd want to get us to get you $100,000 of credit, you and the corporation too. So that's 5813, the ultimate goal. 5833. Here we have a rebuild. Jake's your specialist. All right, we haven't went up yet. You just signed up. Please don't do any inquiries. Don't screw this up. From there, we go around this stuff. You can take that here and balance this Military Star. Thank you for your service. And think about open, USAA and also Navy, because I can get you about 100,000 credit in about 90 days on both of those. Again, this is the ultimate goal. Authorized user, you don't need it. Get rid of it. Let's go around this stuff. Let's build you up, but I don't know if you get a bonus card. Jake's your specialist. Talk to him on Monday and let us know. That's 5833. Rapid's already got you 70 points over here. Look at that. I love when it works. Great. All right, all we gotta do is balance the score and get you to 700. But it's up to you. 5836. Rebuilt. Priscilla's your specialist. Okay, you just signed up. Here you have a little collection crappy card. Here, a little one here. Go around it. We might have to negotiate something. Here you can take this card and put it to 29%. I can push your score up and away and build you all kinds of credit. But let us know. You just signed up, your Rapid's not submitted yet, you'll be. Getting this person to a 700 score, this is about 90 days. And yeah, that's usually 50 to 100,000 in credit. But again, it just says rebuild right now. Talk to Priscilla on Monday, 5836. And that's the ultimate goal. All right, once again, I'll tell you to take a picture of these under corporation. What does it do? Supply credit up to 51,000, balance your score, balance your debt, solve a problem. What do you got? You got SS4, allows entity, individual person. You could get 3 of those as a division of me. Building cash credit. Ultimate goal, when you sign for a building, car, apartment complex, storage unit, what do you get? You get the responsibility if something goes wrong, they come after you. If you Zelle, $9.99 today. Ultimate goal is very simple. We'll upgrade your package. We will get you a corporation, tax city office list. We'll put you in level 1 with me for 90 days, and I will build you 10,000 of credit. Simple. That's the way it works. That's a Zelle. They call the office right away. And upgrade today during the webinar with me. Simple. There's that phone number I want you to call on Monday. because I want you to say what your game plan is. You're being analyzed, because that's our ultimate goal. The goal is to repackage everybody. To me, repackage them as a CFO, give you rules and tools. Sorry, I'm coughing today. I've got this runny nose and I got a cough and I'm totally sick. I don't have time to be sick. This was scheduled. I don't let people down, never have for 49 years. Okay, 6 days a week, live and in person or online. That's been me. Simple. I'll let nobody down, no matter if I'm not. As Steve Jobs says, if you're not dead and in the hospital, you need to be at work. So again, the Reynolds University. The ultimate goal is to maintain you and get you to CFO level personally, corporation divisions, auto income up to 500,000 a month. Protect your assets and your family. That's the goal. That's the American dream. If you don't have a copy of the Millionaire's Founders Kit, you might want to Zelle today or call the office right away. It's the full blueprint from A to Z, 12 books and CDs. Sold it at the Bonaventure for $5,000. It's $1,000 at the office. You did it through here, doing the webinar with me. It's $500. Real estate managed $2.2 billion in real estate. That was sold for $10,000 set. Financial series, same thing as well. Both of those at the office, $19.99. Here today, it's $9.99. Rules and tools. Learn the steps that you need to know. All right. Specialty classes, they're basically in rotation. Every 10 weeks, having fun helping people. Don't have a nonprofit, get a nonprofit. You got portals everywhere. They're giving away $10 billion to help your community. Why don't you help them too? Nonprofit class every 10 weeks right now, as we added more specialty classes. From here, if you want a nonprofit today, articles also says tax ID. From there, 3 divisions, nonprofit, $24.99. All those pieces together, you're stuck with me. Normally, the office sells it for about $4,000. It's a Zell. What's a corporation? What can it do? It can sue you. You can sue or be sued. That's what scares me the most. Told you to draw this earlier. Why? Owning corporation like banks and grocery stores and cities do. You should have 3 divisions of you. That's the ultimate goal. I always looked at how to keep the goodies. They're never in my name. They're through the corporation structure of the divisions or irrevocable trust. So the goal is very simple. Every piece of property. I never want to be a millionaire. I want to manage a millionaire corporation, a billionaire corporation. That's what I do. Every division is a bucket of money, and it separates liability. Financial series, very simple, tax balancing, become the bank, all right, in buckets of money. I like buckets of money, paid the bills. I didn't have to eat out of a trash can anymore. Division process is simple. Give me a name, corporate division, I can set up a credit file. Give me your name under tax ID. Daisy chain the credit, simple to do. As I set up the dashboards in 87. From there, daisy chain the credit, and what do we do next? Build as many as we can. Divisions give you the ability never to guarantee something as you. And the other thing, it separates liability. Take a picture of this today, because here's you getting a discount and you're also getting credit. With or without credit, it's up to you if it was done today. Very simple. It's a Zell, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. Now, here's my problem with most of you. I'm sorry. I think you have the same rerun every day. I think you're going through the motions. You're not gaining anything. And when you listen to other people, they give you pieces. They don't give you the whole. They don't give you the self. They don't hold your hand personally. Eventually, they let you down. I've been coaching clients since 1987, some still this day. So make you a money-making machine. I like boring and steady. You think they'd quit copying me online. Oh, well, take a picture. These are the things I want you to do for auto income. I want someone to drive you around the city today. All right, pull down the visor and look in the mirror and say, why don't you own these things? So you should own all these pieces. Own your neighborhood. Why not? It's auto income. If you need a phone call with me, you can call the office. Simple. From there, it's 15 minutes call. Blueprints an hour. Coaching is every other week. And we get to build you up and away. Blueprinting is the first thing I need to do with anybody in coaching. If I can't blueprint you, I can't coach you. I got to look at past, present, and future. Good, bad, ugly, bankruptcy, tax lien, Chase or American Express, any screw up on that. Family, corporation, division process. We're going to plan to build and grow, but we have to plan to die irrevocable trust. Car, house, auto income, cash flow fee per time. A blueprint call with me is very simple. It is you and your partner of life And what I want you to understand something. It's an hour. It can be Zoom or on the phone. It is $9.99 currently. It's soon to go back to the $19.99 price. When I coach you, your case file's on my desk. I'm analyzing it almost every day, and every 5 days I'm reanalyzing the whole package with my team, looking at what we're going to do for you. What I always did is basically I called boring and steady. I would take basically 40,000 off of a card, line of credit like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and I basically do a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. 100,000 storage unit, usually 250 an apartment complex. From there, I always use boring and steady. That's just me. From there, I'd like you to think about being an investor, investing in something and owning the business and auto income. That would be the ultimate goal. What I line up for my people at 6 and 4:30 on Saturdays is all the locations that we need to go after the goodies. And that's in my current coaching because they're ready to go to the $10 million mark. From here, if you want 6 weeks of coaching, currently what we're going to do is blueprint you. We're going to build you a credit up to 25,000 more. We're going to expedite the rapid. And we're going to put you in all the classes, level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty. You're stuck with me for 6 weeks. That means instead of 11,596, today it is 44,999, $5,000. And what happens is very simple. We're going to have a call every other week after we do our blueprint call. It is a Zell. Call the office. If you use a card, they charge you 5% more. From there, if you're real serious as you go through coaching, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, we have to do what the IRS says. They say literally 5 million below a small company. In coaching long term, you're looking for a $5 million company. We got to fight to get the keys, some locations. That would be the goal. From here, I believe 2025 is our year, my year, and your year. It's my year to go nationwide in front of millions of people again and again. Your goal is to get to 5 million. Simple. And all I'll do is help you every step of the way. But again, that's just me holding your hand every step of the way. All right, get you to what I call CFO level, personal and business. The ultimate goal is very simple, investing in corporate cash credit. This is how you get literally, you get returns on your money. But again, I want you to get auto income in the beginning, 100,000 monthly. If you're looking for like a 3 months coaching program, what are we going to do in all of them? We're going to do projections, limits, and daisy chain. We got a daisy chain credit. You're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck, okay, every class. You're stuck with me every step of the way. My team helps support me helping you. From there, the 3 months coaching, all right, calls every other week. It is basically $8,000. And the bottom line is going to give you a bonus of 50,000 of credit. If you did this 6 months coaching, it's 15,000 and your bonus is 150 of credit. If you did the 12 months, it's 30,000 and your bonus is $300,000. If you're coaching currently, this only counts if you're in it currently and you extend. If you had a lapse, you don't honor the discounted price. So if you're in it right now, you want to extend, you take a picture. From there, once again, it only counts while you're in coaching. From there, I have this new program making everybody CFO, blueprint loans, all kinds of loans, personal business, up to cash credit for $250,000. Daisy chain doing all the work for them, and even buying their business for them. Total turnkey. They get 75% of the location. I get 25. This is a $100,000 program. It's for the ones that are real serious and want to get to $5 million mark. It's here now, $100,000. From there, I want to basically daisy chain. I want to block your bad credit, rapid rescore, push the score up and away. And understand it's $4.99 for you. Well, I do it in the beginning. It's free. I do everybody's for free. If you crash it, all right, we got to charge you a fee or close your case. Don't blame me when you crash it and screw it up, please. 750 score. All right, get you a 10,000 of credit, $9.99. Rapid score, $4.99. Dispute for free for 9 months, $14.98. From there, go to class. All right, Friday, Saturday, or both. What do we do if you did this today? The price would be $9.99 if you did it right away. And what happens is you never bring the pain home. From there, the corporation, if you have one, I'll build that one. I'll give you one. You pay your filing fee. That's the ultimate goal. $24.99, 25,000 of credit. I want to give you 5 times your money back. Analyze, add history, pop credit. Once again, the ultimate goal for 90 days, you're stuck with me. From there, if you did it today, it's $19.99. It's a Zell. Referrals are great. We'll build more credit. If not, we'll sell you 10% back. That's the ultimate goal. I even give you my personal email address too. Told you earlier today. Banks and grocery stores, all right, the bankrupt locations and they write off on their taxes. You have the right to have 3 divisions of you. That's the ultimate goal. But you have to learn to look behind that damn curtain. You got to stop bringing the pain home. That's how it works. I was told by most of my employees today I should actually not do today, all right, and just, tell people you're sick. 49 years, 6 days a week, never missed a Saturday unless it was a holiday. I'm not letting people down now. I never did, never will. It's that simple. I will do my best. God will do the rest. Amen to that too. You got choices today. The ultimate goal is to repackage you every step of the way. But again, you're going to have to do something on your part as well. It's not easy. If somebody tells you it's easy, it's never going to be true. Your ultimate goal is you have to understand there's certain things you need to do as well. So as we look at all this here, there's a couple of questions here. Okay, here's Dell saying, all right, basically pray you feel better, Ray. Thanks for your dedication, sir. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Okay, all right, Analyzation. Again, leave a file. All right, on Monday, just call the office, give me your file number, and they'll analyze you right away. Got your email the other day, and I know Brandy's working on it as well. Ray, I have Navy, okay, checking account for now also. Well, that's good. We can line that up. Again, from there, all right, when can I get an Amex? Again, she's analyzed you currently based on your email you sent on yesterday. You made a copy of myself too. So today, ultimate goal. I'll be online all day tomorrow. I will never stop, no matter what, helping people. So you got 800-254-9506. I'd call it right away. Remember, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.